respected sir, and my dear friends. Warm welcome to you all. I'm Binoy, and my ID is 20263001. I'll be presenting on the material design on the two skills, reading and speaking skills. Texts on reading and speaking skills. The texts that I have chosen for the reading skill are digital habits across generations, the value of social media, Mother's Day, and final one is Father's Day. The texts that I have chosen for the speaking skills are visiting a real Quechua village, my memorable trip to Sylhet, shopping, and making an appointment. Just to show what is there in my portfolio, I'll be talking about one text and the activities I have designed for the reading skill, and another text and the activities I have designed for the speaking skill. For the reading skill, I have chosen the text Digital Habits Across Generations. And through this text, I will be teaching skimming reading strategy. While designing the materials in order to focus on the development of the skimming reading strategy of the learners, I have given a set of lesson objectives. Uh, there, students will be able to learn new vocabulary. The students will be able to learn how to skim a text, and finally, the students will be able to comprehend the main ideas of the text. Now, in designing the materials, I have focused on the understanding or the prediction of the learners about the text that they are going to read. For this, I have given a set of preparatory tasks which will evoke the learner's prediction about the text. The activities are, for example, task 1, look at the picture below, guess and write down a few points about what we are going to discuss today. So here we can see some images, and these images are partially related to the text that we are going to read in the class. So the students will predict about the text by looking at these pictures. Preparatory task 2, we can see that on the left side we have a set of vocabulary, and on the right side we have the definitions. So in this task, the students will be asked to match the definitions with the vocabulary that are there on the left side. Now, before giving the tasks to the students, I will brief them about what skimming reading strategy is and what are the things to look at while skimming a text. Skimming is reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material or the text. And the things to look at while skimming a text are introduction, chapter or section summaries, first and last sentences, titles, subtitles, and headings, bold words, charts, graphs, or pictures if any, and finally the conclusion. After that, I'll proceed with uh, giving the text to the students, that is digital habits across generations. So the students here will be asked to get divided into a number of groups, and in groups the students will read the text. After the students have read the text, there are a number of tasks. For example, task 3, uh, the students will be asked to select a group representative who will share what they have found after skimming the text. In the task 4, we see that there are a number of sentences, and the students will be instructed to write true or false answer. Uh, so, if the sentences are wrong, the students are supposed to write the correct answer as well. Thus, these activities will ensure the lesson objectives, such as learning new vocabulary, learning how to skim a text, and learning how to comprehend the main ideas. I have designed the materials in a manner so that the class is very interactive. Now, for the development of speaking skill, I have taken my memorable trip to Silet, and the lesson objectives are the students will be able to comprehend the meaning of the text, the students will be able to develop confidence in speaking, and finally, the students will be able to learn to give travel directions. Now, at this point, I'll give them the text that is my memorable trip to Silet, and through this reading, the learners will come to know about Silet and will know how to go to Silet and even will be able to give directions to others about going to Silet. Now, here we see an activity that is a group work or a pair work, and we have got four situations here in four boxes. For example, you are you are from Chittagong and your partner is from Dhaka. He or she has not visited Chittagong and is willing to go to Chittagong. Instruct him or her on how to go to Chittagong. So, uh, this is the situation, and the students will role play this situation. Activity 3, this is individual. Think about a memorable travel story and narrate it to the whole class. And finally, we have got another activity that is a general evaluation. Uh, Here we have a set of questions. For example, were you able to communicate with your partner? How did you find the lesson and the activities? Were all this helpful to you? What were the challenges you faced while having that conversation with your partner? So the students are supposed to respond to these questions. And uh, definitely, all these activities will enhance the learner's speaking ability and also the confidence in speaking. Finally, I would like to say that all these materials that I have designed for both the skills are designed in an interactive manner. I have emphasized more on the students' interactions and participations so that they learn and develop the skills of reading and speaking more to a level of improvement. So at the end, I would like to end my presentation by thanking you all. Thanks to all.